We're at the Seed Festival, and this part of the festival is the science demonstrations here at Dow AgroSciences. In our first demonstration, we have scientists from Dow that are working with our students to show them how DNA is extracted out of cells and how Dow uses DNA to make our foods and our plants even better. For example, can you imagine if you could learn how to make an apple tree produce 10 times more apples than it normally does? That's what's going on with these scientists, and hopefully our kids are learning some new information about science and Dow Agro.
All the kids will get 2 tubes. One will have a DNA solution and one will have an ethanol solution. We're going to pour one into the other and you will see the DNA, what we call precipitate out a solution.
Mix it up, roll it back and forth, roll. There you go. Pretty cool, huh? Not very exciting to look at, but just think about it. There's all kinds of stuff in there. I mean, everything in there. If that was human DNA, that would say, you know, one piece of that, but you would never be able to see. It would tell you what your hair color is, what your eye color is, how big you're going to be. Even some sicknesses, you know, they can tell you if you're going to be sick or not, have certain diseases. 4 more minutes. Okay, so real quick, who wants to spit on a plate and see what kind of bacteria grows out of your mouth? If you touch your finger on one of these, bacteria is going to grow. If you spit on it, bacteria is going to grow out of your mouth, and who knows what else.
There you go.
There you go. Spread it out.
Right there, you just use this. All right. Put your cap on. And just go right back this way. Just put it right there.
In the second science demonstration here at Dow AgroSciences, our students are working with some of the byproducts of healthy eating, growing a plant that has oils and nutrients that are not only good for the environment, but good for your body. And so the students are learning how important science is in improving our daily lives.
There's 3 types of fats that we want to cover today. There's what we call saturated fat, unsaturated fat, and trans fat.
So everybody can see how the unsaturated oil, which this example is the canola oil, is really runny when it's at room temperature, right? You can see how this one is a lot more solid at room temperature. Does everybody see that? So that's your saturated oil, which for this particular example was coconut oil.
So everybody should have an A and a B. And what we have in those is we have one that's made with the trans fatty oils. Then the other sample is going to be made with our unsaturated oil, which is the canola omega-9 oil.
If you look at B, which is what you mostly preferred there, it's a little bit lower in calories, 120. Saturated fat is down to 0.5 gram and no trans fat. And you can see the sodium is actually down from 330 to 190, so it's a much healthier popcorn for you. There's a couple of good websites if you want to find more information, and these are really good websites. They're by the American Heart Association, the Better Fat Sisters, and the Bad Fat Brothers. Just type in those there and they'll pull them up for you. And there's little activities, there's little videos, and you can learn more about what's good fat and what's bad fat there.